Surprise urban military drills in Riga have both angered and amused residents as soldiers fired blank rounds and staged training drills in the streets of the Latvian capital. The city was turned into a simulated war zone at the weekend, with heavily armed soldiers firing weapons among startled civilians who appeared to have been given no warning of the drills. Footage of the exercise did not show any markings or boundaries as civilians picked their way through groups of soldiers shooting rounds at one another, staging combat drills and carrying out building breaches as part of war games being conducted by NATO countries. Though some civilians seem to be amused and entertained by the drills, the Latvian government has faced criticism after residents said their children were terrified. It comes as Russia stages huge war games and military training exercises with Belarus, Armenia, India, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Mongolia in 9 different locations. Other scenes showed multiple soldiers in the middle of a street, crouching behind cars and firing their weapons at a building. While the exercise was not carried out with full force, the sight of military units firing weapons in the city's streets unsettled many residents and drew harsh criticism due to the absence of any official warnings or limitations to the drills. During such drills, we only use blank cartridges, which make noise but do not pose any danger to the health and life of others. In this case, blank cartridges were also used, and this situation was a bitter misunderstanding, for which we apologize. Meanwhile, Latvia's defense ministry appealed to the public for calm and understanding for the exercises which it said were necessary and did not pose a threat to the city's residents, in a statement cited by the TVNet website. The Defense Ministry added that 2 servicemen had been hospitalized as a result of injuries sustained in the training drills, which formed part of NATO's named 2021 war games from August 30 to October 3. Latvia's urban defense drills came just one day before Russian President Vladimir Putin oversaw huge military exercises in Kaliningrad on Monday, including a beach invasion by the world's largest hovercraft. Some 2,000 servicemen and more than 200 pieces of military equipment featured in the drill, as troops stormed ashore in a war game on the Russian border with the European Union. Last week, Putin attended more large-scale military exercises which are being jointly held with Belarus, Armenia, India, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Mongolia at 9 different ranges in Russia, including in the Baltic Sea, and 5 in Belarus in what has alerted the Ukrainian government. In Kaliningrad, footage showed the huge landing exercise involving the Baltic fleets and others on the Super-class Lukak, the world's largest hovercraft. Intended to sealift assault units from vessels to shores, the Soviet-designed hovercraft can also transport and plant naval mines. The drills are due to end on 16th of September, but Russia has announced that its forces will not all return to their military bases until mid-October, the Defense Ministry said, without providing an explanation for the delayed return. The massive drills plus an announcement of closer ties between Russia and dictatorship Belarus have spooked Ukraine. Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba warned, the scenarios practiced there represent serious risks to Ukraine. We understand that if Russia absorbs Belarus in one way or another, we will have 1,000 kilometers of additional danger to our sovereignty and territorial integrity. His predecessor Pavlo Klimkin warned that Russia was seeking to almost encircle Ukraine with forces, and called for a plea for help from NATO. The exercises are ongoing across a swath of Russia from the Baltic to the borders of Ukraine, while separate drills are underway in the Arctic. In exercises in the Arctic, Russian nuclear-powered submariner Yul was shown firing a Granat anti-ship cruise missile in the Barents Sea, where waters were close to non-naval vessels during the high-latitude war games.